dolls. So today I'm going to do a little video showing you how you can get these really cute little keyboards that you could do super cute little designs with, and you can change your font, and it is just really neat. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get on into this. Alright, so the two keyboards that I'm going to talk to you guys about today are Fancy Key and Swift Key. And the very awesome thing about the new iOS 8 is that you can incorporate third-party keyboards in your phone now. So if you were to open up a Word, a Note document, or even your messages, or your Facebook, or if you were updating a status on Twitter, you could use these awesome different fonts and all these cute little kawaii faces and little emoji icons, everything like that. So the one, this one right here is Fancy Key. So I'm going to show you guys that one first, how you can do this. Basically, if you want a fancy keyboard, or a keyboard in general that is different from the one you already use, you would go to the App Store and you just search keyboard. Let me just type in keyboard here. You would just search keyboard, and all these different ones are going to pop up. There's this one, this color keyboard theme. That one's really cool to use. Keyboard Pro, this one you can do different symbols with. There's an emoji keyboard. There's all kinds of different ones in here, but the two that I'm going to talk to you guys are Fancy Key and Swift Key. So I'm going to show you with Swift Key. So what you do is you would open the app, and usually it tells you exactly how to go about doing it. So if you click Need Help, it tells you exactly how to go about doing it. So say I want to install Swift Key to use as an actual keyboard. I would go into my settings, I would go into General, I would go into Keyboard, and I would click the keyboards at the top. Right now it says I have 3. You can see Fancy Key's already on there. So now I'm going to add Swift Key. So I go to Add New Keyboard, and then it should be right here in these few that are listed. These are the couple that I have that I have installed. So if you want to add Swift Key, you just add Swift Key. And then what you want to do is you have to make sure and do this, otherwise it is not going to work properly. You want to make sure and click on it, and click on the Allow Full Access. Make sure that is on, and then you click Allow. Make sure that is on, otherwise it's not going to work properly. So if you open up a note and you are typing out a note, you will have your regular keyboard pop up, provided. I'll talk to you guys about how you can get this one to go away and just the other one to pop up. So you have your main keyboard. I have my main keyboard, and in order to switch out to keyboards, you would click the little globe at the bottom. So there's my emoji keyboard, and then there's my Fancy keyboard, and then if I click it again, there's my Swift keyboard. So if I wanted to say, hey, what are you doing? And it works just like that. So that is Swift Key. Now the Fancy keyboard is the exact same thing. You just go into your settings, and right here you can see it's on Fancy Key because I added it already. You can go in there and allow full access. Now I have my keyboards set on English, emoji, Fancy Key, and Swift Key. If you only want one of these to show, say I only want my Fancy keyboard to show, you just click Edit, and you simply go through and delete the other keyboards you have on there. So I only have one keyboard now. I go into my notes and I go to edit it, it will automatically pop up with that keyboard. You can see there is a globe at the bottom, but it doesn't change because I have no other keyboard set on my phone. So that is how you can have just one keyboard set. But I'm going to go ahead and add the other ones back. So I'm going to add the English back, and I'm going to add my emojis. And so there is my keyboards. And you can, I believe you can change the order of them. So you'll be, if you have multiple keyboards, whichever one you have on top is the one that it's going to open with. So if I have the English set on top, when I go to open a note and I go to type in a note, the English keyboard is going to be the primary one that pops up. However, if I go to change it, if I go to edit and I use these little lines right here to click and drag, I make the emoji the top one, then when I open up my notes, my emoji is going to be my primary keyboard that pops up. So, with that being said, that is pretty much how you do it. It's very simple. So a couple that I've used are Fancy Key, Swift Key, there's a color keyboard, and there's also other apps where you can actually make a photo. You can make it to where the keyboard part itself is actually a photo, like in the background there's a photo of your choice, and it's really, really neat. So you can also use them in the drop down. You can use them pretty much all over your phone. So if you wanted to update your Twitter status, you could just go to it, update your status, click, and then you can pick from, with Fancy Key, you can pick from all these different fonts. Say I wanted to use this font, and then it would say, hey, what's up? You know, something like that, and it's just all these cool different fonts. So, delete draft. So yeah, with that being said, those are the two that I've been using. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it was helpful. If it was, give it a thumbs up and please share it with your friends. If you have an iPhone, an iPad, or an iPod, you can do this with all three of those, provided they are running iOS 8. You have to have iOS 8 in order to run the third-party keyboards. So yeah, if you have any other keyboard app recommendations, leave them in the comments below so everyone else can get an idea of what they can download and try out. And I hope you guys like this video. And until my next one, so long, stay strong, stay true, and be you. Okay, bye!